So we got the movie Where the Crawdads Sing. Now, it's a mystery, dramatic, romantic thriller that takes place in North Carolina in 1969. So it's more of a narrative, slow, methodical adult movie narrative film. Now, a message to my young viewers, I appreciate you so much for watching, but unfortunately, I feel like this movie might not be for you unless you're open to this type of stuff, because this isn't really action. It's more romantic, mystery, suspenseful, tenseful movie, which I did like, and I will talk about it. So I'm gonna bring up Rotten Tomatoes because right now it has a 33% tomato meeting rotten by the critics, but the audience is 93%. So this is another film that is very divisive amongst the film critics and the fans, which me, I am a fan, I'm your man. So I'm gonna review it on that side because you guys know me, I do love romance, and I can't believe there was a book about this that I did not read, which I'm sorry I didn't, but watching this movie makes me want to reread or read the book for the first time so I can compare it for later. It is based on a book by Delia Owens that was released in 2018. So like I said, it's a book, best-selling phenomenon author, so I thought that was pretty neat. So the movie starts with them finding a body of Chase Andrews, and then they frame the main girl that you'll see more of that in a bit of the story, which is Kaya. Well, in the movie they call her the Marsh Girl, and we'll explain to that in a bit. So we find ourselves in a courtroom present day with Kaya being framed for the murder of Chase Andrews. Kaya, Marsh Girl is what the people called her. It's played by Daisy Edgar-Jones, and her character is more like shy, introverted, emotional, but warm and gentle, bold and strong at the very same time. So I like that portray. I mean, I had no idea coming into this movie, coming into these characters. All I thought was mystery, suspenseful, romantic, which this is exactly what you'll get. And I feel like a lot of people in the audience have read the book. I'm sorry I didn't. You guys know that I usually do read romantic books before I see the movies. They said that it was a close interpretation to the movie from the book, so take that with a grain of salt. Just because they're saying it, I'm not saying that they're actually true, but I mean, look at the tomato meeting again, 93%, so they kind of do have some stakes there. So defending her is Tom Milton, played by David Sharkism. I don't know how to say his name, I do, sorry. He has known her ever since she was a child, same neighborhood in North Carolina, and always has been kind to her. So we're in the present day in the courtroom, so she's already on trial. They're trying to like get her to testify, you know, things going back and forth, but the movie jumps between time, showing us backstory of her childhood as well as your years growing up leading up to the time of the trial in present tense. Just a little bit of backstory. Her parents, abusive father, people left, she had to take care of herself, she had to grow up by herself, she had to learn how to eat food by herself, you know, basically she just had to learn everything on her path by herself. So that's why they call her the Marsh Girl, because it feels like in the movie that society has been shunned her, or they're just like, oh, she couldn't go to school because she got bullied a lot, she didn't have shoes. And I was like, damn, that's kind of heartbreaking to see this movie coming up when her childhood, because this is intertwining timelines. You know, we got her growing up when she was a little kid, but then we also see her like youth, her teenage years, her young adult up to this trial. So she meets a male friend, more on that in a bit. The first relationship that we actually get to see and we actually spend a lot of time with is a younger boy earlier in the film. So when she's little, when her parents leave her, she meets this little kid, and I didn't think anything of it. I'm like, okay, cool. But he comes back in the movie later when she's like a young adult, late teenager adult or something like that, and I was like, whoa, this is actually pretty cool. The man now known to us is called Tate Walker and is played by Taylor John Smith. The relationship starts off with just giving a, you know, just doing little gestures, but at some point she actually tells him, because they actually talk, and I like how she, like, since she hasn't really talked to communication people, I don't know if she thinks she was cute, she was like, oh my god, is that there? I thought that was really cool. I don't know if that happens in the book, but I really like that. And so their relationship, friendship progresses when he starts telling her, hey, like, I left you a letter just saying that I've seen you around, but she tells him, hey, I can't read. So it's this embarked journey that he shows her how to read, shows her how to write, and then they start spending more time with each other, learning to read, write, reading all these books. And I'm just like, whoa, so why is this coming into play? Because of course it's the romantic part, but it does give us a little bit clues to the suspenseful mystery thriller up until the trial, which I'm not going to spoil it for you, but I really like their relationship, and I was like, okay, cool, this is pretty cool. So between the relationship comes back to the trial a little bit, so it comes progressing up like this. I feel like in the middle part of the movie, going into the second, she actually meets another man, and I'm like, why is this prevalent to the story? And it's actually a romantic relationship with the guy who she been framed dead, Chase Collins, which is the second guy. And I love how her first relationship affected this one, because of course, you know, heartbreaks and everything, like cheating, infidelity, or lying, and I love that it just blows up in the second relationship. Now, I'm not gonna say the relationship how it was, but it felt like it was more a little bit different than the first one. Now, without ruining anything away, I love the performances the movie gave us between these boyfriends that are like pivotal in her point, because clues that happen in their relationships in the movie shows us like who done it, who helped out, was she did it, did somebody else do it to kill Chase Andrews, and what happened with their relationship. And I love how the movie showed us the performances of which guy really wanted to be with her and which guy just wanted to have sex with her and be inside of her. So I love that. I'm not gonna say who they are because that's spoilers, but I will let you know that I did like that and I did find that amazing because it's like you can see day and night these two guys treating her a way that you should or should not be treated. And you could see, I could see it from a mile away. I'm like, okay, well that guy, I'm not gonna say who, just wants to bang her, just wants to be with her. But then another guy has some flaws too, but it's like, does he really want to? So I'm gonna leave you that for the interpretation. The movie's cinematography is downright gorgeous and amazing, even though it doesn't show us a lot of the city shots, more of the garden, the roses, like the God's rays, the suns, the sunsets, the ocean, the rivers, plants, like it's all nature greenery stuff, like with the river and the ocean. I thought that was amazing because you don't really get to see movies like that more than like this. So I was like, whoa, and there is a reason why this movie's called The War on the Crawdads thing. So I thought that was pretty cool, but it takes place mostly in her house between this shack away from like the city. Not really, it's like a little town, but I love that her shack or her house is nearby some lake and there's trees and it's more nature and she only has to like walk towards town. I feel like it showed us in the film that, which I did love. Taylor Swift's song at the end is amazing and nice addition to the narrative of the film. However, I wish they played it a little bit more. This movie never loses focus on the girl because it shows that she can be with somebody, but at the end of the day, if she does want to be with someone, it's not because it's a necessity, it's because she wants to. This girl has shown to me that she's like strong, she's brave, she can go at it alone, and we never lose sight of her because this is her story. I feel like based on the point of view that the movie's trying to present to us. So I feel like this is a perfect movie for any romantic level, suspenseful level, tenseful, and mystery. To be honest with you guys, this is a perfect A for me. I loved it. I mean, it's romantic. You guys know me trying to become a relationship therapist. I'm gonna read the book and I'll do like a quick video later on, but to be honest with you, there is nothing. I mean, like I said, it's a little bit slow. The runtime of 2 hours and 5 minutes, I was like at the edge of my seat, like what's going to happen, because there's some tenseful moments with some guys and especially the courtroom and the way she feels about society treating her as she's the one who got shunned out, or it seems like to us. We still don't know because I'm not gonna ruin it for you, but honestly guys, perfect A for me. If you made it this far, do me a favor, consider subscribing so you never miss a video and click on notifications so you stay up to date with the movie reviews information. Take care.